I'm going to be sharing with you a technique that I use to successfully trade the TTM squeeze. So, if you trade the TTM squeeze and you're looking to improve your results, this episode is going to be perfect for you. So, all right, we're going to be talking about the TTM squeeze, and I'm going to share with you a technique that you can implement right now to improve your results immediately. Okay, so TTM squeeze. I'm not going to go into great detail, but I'll just kind of recap. So for those of you that have, I'm circling the TTM Squeeze Pro. Now the TTM Squeeze Pro is the advanced indicator from the TTM Squeeze. So if you're on TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, TTM Squeeze is free. So you just search TTM Squeeze. I use the TTM Squeeze Pro. Information to the Pro is down below. So what the TTM Squeeze tells us is whenever you get these colored dots, now there's black, there's red, there's orange. Each one of them represents different compressions, different squeeze, the low compression, the mid compression, the high. Don't worry about that for this video. Just know that if it's any dot other than a green, it's in a squeeze. Volatility is contracting. It's setting up for its next big move, right? Now, we're going to go look at X. Here's what I want you to do right now, so make sure you take notes. So we're looking at X. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the month. You're going to go to the month. We want to know what is the higher time frame doing. Every chart, you're going to do this first. So X, you're going to go to the month. I want you to use this Forecast Pro. It's an indicator that I'm giving away for free right now to anybody who gets my course. But the Forecast Pro, you can actually go here to the study set and you can search on TD Ameritrade the market forecast. The market forecast. Now, I've studied the market forecast for over 15 plus years, and I built this Market Forecast Pro. So it's kind of like the Squeeze Pro versus the Squeeze. It actually has the advanced signals. I have an entire playlist on that. But I want you to utilize this down here. You're going to look at this green line. This green line represents the higher time frame strength. That's very important. We want to trade in the direction of the higher time frame, the big money. Does that make sense? Okay, so now if you're above 50, you are bullish. So in this particular case, you want to start at the month. Now I have this sticker up here. It pops up on every stock that I pull up. So I don't physically have to go to the month because the sticker populates it for me, but you're going to have to do that if you don't have the sticker. So you're going to write it down bullish. Great. Then you're going to go to the week. You're going to write down bullish. Again, it's above 50. It's actually bullish strong. Bullish. So you're going to write down higher time frame. Month bullish, week bullish. So far, so good? All right. Then you're going to go to the day. The day. So as you're going through your watch list, let me kind of backtrack in a minute. When you're going through your watch list, if you don't have this column, you're going to first look to see if it's in a squeeze. So on the day, step number one, is it in a squeeze? Yes or no? Is it in a colored dot? If the answer is yes, you're going to move on to the next step, which would be then go to the month, then go to the week. Now, you're going to come back to the day. You're going to come back to the day. So on the day is the green line above the 50. This represents institutional strength. Again, we're trying to put ourselves in the best position to get in the direction of where we believe the higher probability is that the squeeze is going to fire. It's going to release that volatility. Does that make sense? So on the daily, in bullish permission, you're above 50. So we know we're in a squeeze. Check. This is part of this technique. The month is bullish. Check. The week is bullish. Check. The day is bullish. Check. We're putting all of the odds in our favor. All right. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at these moving averages. The blue is the 8 exponential moving average. The red is the 21 exponential moving average. And the pink is the 34 exponential moving average. So you're going to look to see if they're stacked. So when you're bullish, you want the blue to be above the red to be above the pink. Does that make sense? Now, I have this sticker up here, which I give away this sticker for free. Anybody who gets the Squeeze Pro through my affiliate link down below in the description, I give them that indicator. Just an easy visual. Some people, they're just a visual, but it's stacked. So that's the next step in the technique. Make sure they're stacked. All right, here's the final piece of the puzzle. You're going to come down here to this Forecast Pro or the market forecast. You're going to be looking at the blue line. Now I have it the orange. So with the market forecast, I think it's blue and red, but I have mine to where it's blue and it's orange. And what you're looking for is this intermediate confirmation signal. Now my indicator prints the dot. What that is when both of those lines, you're talking about the short-term momentum and the micro momentum. That's what it shows you. When both of those lines close inside, in this case, under 20, I call it that lower zone, it's going to print this dot if you have the Forecast Pro. If you don't, you're just going to have to go to the numbers and make sure they're both below 20. If they're below 20, that's the intermediate confirmation signal. That's where you enter into the squeeze. And you can see I enter right there in that squeeze. And bam, it hasn't fired yet, but it's already broke to a new high and it's picking up momentum. All right, so really quickly, now we're going to take a look at a bearish example. Same concept, but in a reverse. So right here, we're looking at the daily time frame. Are we in a squeeze? So this is a black squeeze. It's a low compression squeeze, but the answer is yes. Check. You're in that squeeze. So now we're just trying to figure out, hey, which way is this bad boy have the higher probability of firing, up or down? So the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to go to the month. We're going to go to the month. We're going to look at this green line. It's below 50. You're bearish strong on the month. So the monthly traders are bearish. We're going to go to the week. We're going to look down here. Bearish strong. So we've got bearish strong on the month, bearish strong on the week. We're going to go back to the day. And now we're bearish weak, but we are bearish. So we're putting ourselves in line with not only the higher time frame, but also on the time frame that we're trading. Does that make sense so far? Correct. All right, so the next thing we want is, are we stacked? But now we stack to the downside. So we want the blue to be below the red and the red to be below the pink. Now, I have this sticker up here. It tells me it's stacked, but you can look and say, bam, check, stack. So now, are we going to enter into the squeeze? So we're looking for that intermediate confirmation signal. So since we're bearish, we want to see the blue and the orange both close in the upper zone at the same time. Does that make sense? It's just we're flipping what we did a minute ago. So right now, we are waiting. Okay, we're in the buy zone. I did a video the other day that most people would just randomly enter in the buy zone, but we know that's overrated. We don't just enter in the buy zone. We're waiting for that intermediate confirmation signal as part of this technique in line with all of the stuff that we just mentioned. With the squeeze, that is our advantage. It's letting us know that there's that moment in time that the stock is setting up for its next big move. If you want to successfully trade the TTM squeeze and put the probabilities in your favor as much as possible, follow this technique, and I'm giving it to you. Steal this technique step by step. Write those checklists down, and the next time you go to enter the squeeze, work your way through that checklist, and if everything lines up, bam, take the trade. If not, you wait, or you go look for another stock. Then I want you, the next time you're looking at a chart, to implement exactly what I shared with you today. And if you do not have the TTM Squeeze Pro, I'm going to strongly encourage you, because you answered yes, to make sure you get the TTM Squeeze Pro. And you know, if you get the TTM Squeeze Pro through my affiliate link down below in the description, I'm going to hook you up with all sorts of bonuses. All right, everybody. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video lesson. I promise you, if you implement what I shared with you today in this video lesson, it's going to make all the difference in your trading the TTM Squeeze. Right now, I'm giving away my TTM Squeeze bonus course completely for free. To anybody who gets my Options Elite Masterclass this month, I'm going to give you my TTM Squeeze bonus course for free, as well as the indicator, that Forecast Pro that I mentioned in this video lesson. I'm giving that away for free as well to anybody who gets my Options Elite Masterclass.